The recent Grattan Institute report, COVID Catch-Up, Helping Disadvantaged Students Close the Equity Gap, assembled a wide array of research to show the learning gaps that have been created by this year's disruptions to normal schooling. Widespread gaps in learning are attributed to a loss of learning continuity and momentum and a lack of regular teacher feedback and peer support. This actually happens every year, you guessed it, during the long summer holiday.
There is plenty of evidence that many of us start the new school year with achievement levels lower than they were the year before. According to the 2017 report from the Brookings Institute, on average our achievement scores declined over the long summer break by 1 month's worth of school year learning. The declines were more pronounced for maths than for reading, and the extent of learning loss was larger as we progressed through the school, indicating that learning loss experienced is exponential. Similar research has been done across the globe, including Austria, Germany, UK, and New Zealand.
The summer slide has explained this phenomenon in terms of the faucet theory. During the school terms, the resources faucet or tap is turned on. We have regular access to their teachers, school resources, and the library, learning programs and content, and indeed one another. During the holidays, however, this tap is turned off. We no longer have the ready access to learning resources, and consequently, support and academic enrichment must be provided in other ways, with far greater dependency on family resources and time. This also goes a long way to explaining COVID-related learning loss. With less access to additional support, we are also more likely to suffer greater loss of learning and take longer to catch up. And if you consider that every one of us in one class will return after the summer with a different level of learning loss, the time it will take for the teacher to catch each of us up will exacerbate the loss for some.
In the United States, summer camps have traditionally been used to halt or address summer learning loss. Not surprisingly, the more academic these programs are, the more effective they can prove to be. But what about the situation in Australia? We have no summer camps.
The most effective summer learning programs achieve balance by integrating academic support and challenge with physical activities, opportunities to play and explore, and plenty of rest. So, the best approach to avoid learning loss over summer is to make sure that learning is not seen as a punishment, but rather as an opportunity. If it's merely another classroom experience, it's not fun and we will avoid it. It has to be said that we find sessions with Cluey really fun, and our relationship with our tutors are more like a learning partnership than a student-teacher hierarchy. So, it feels less like a burden and more like an opportunity.
For many of us, the summer holidays can be long and boring. It's a long period of time in which to entertain ourselves. After all, not everyone lives near a beach or has a large group of friends to roam around with. Of course, we have our devices, and we are likely to be glued to them for most of the holidays. So to our parents, skip one of the battles about technology and give us some precious screen time for learning. When it comes to learning, screen time does not have to be the enemy.
Even a small amount of time spent over the holidays consolidating what we have learned over the course of this year is helpful. Consolidation of learning is a powerful way to lay a strong foundation of new learning, and it is also a good way to clarify understanding and to identify and fill learning gaps. This is likely to be particularly important in this year characterized by learning disruptions. Whatever our needs are, creating some opportunities for learning over the summer is the best way to keep us intellectually active, engaged, and confidently sets us up for the year ahead.